In this tutorial, we will learn how to set up a new borrower. Now, sitting on the main menu, you can click Setup and go to Borrowers to access the borrower setup screen. Now, before we set up the new borrower, let us take a look at an existing borrower. So I'm going to click on scroll down button to get the first one, and we get Jimblowski. Now notice that we have set up a borrower ID. Every borrower has to have a unique borrower ID, and you can assign the borrower ID based upon whatever convention you have in your company. The Simple Financial Company, for instance, uses the first three characters of the last name followed by the first three characters of the first name. So the borrower ID for Jimblowski is Blogim, and the first name is Jim, the last name is Blowski. It's a person, so you have got the first name and the last name. If the borrower were a company, then you could click corporate and you would give the company name here. Now we have got address. There are 3 lines reserved for the address. Each of them can be 60 characters. Then you have got city, province, and postal code. You could use a state and you could use zip code, whatever your convention is, and also the country. Then we have got the telephone number and the fax number. There's email address. Then if it's a company, then you can put the name of the contact and any remarks. There is unlimited space available for remarks. Now, this tab is applicant 1, and you have got applicant 2 as well. In case you have, for instance, a spouse, and they are both signing the loan agreement, then you can give the name of the spouse, the name and address of the spouse here. Payment. This tab basically determines how you collect the monthly payments from the borrower. If the borrower pays by check, then you can click here, and in this case the borrower is paying by pre-authorized payments. So Simple Financial Company is using Cindy EFT, which is a module of Cindy for electronic funds transfer. And what you do is you give the transit number of the bank and also the account number of the borrower, so that a file is prepared on monthly basis, and whatever the monthly installment is, it's billed to the account of the borrower, and the money is deposited directly from his bank into Simple Financial Company's bank account. Okay, we will go back to the first tab and let us set up a new borrower. And you click here, which is for the new record, to blank out the screen. The screen has been blanked. And suppose we are setting up a corporate account, and the name of the borrower is Acme Enterprises, and we have decided that the borrower ID will be Acme. So let's enter Acme and say that it is a corporate account. Notice that the name field changes to just one field, and the name of the borrower is Acme Enterprises. Oops. Enterprises. Then you can put in your address and all other details. Before we leave this tutorial, let me show you another tab, which is optional fields. In Cindy, you can set up unlimited optional fields for borrowers and loans. For instance, in case of borrowers, you could set up a field called credit rating, and you could give the credit rating of the borrower or the date of birth or whatever you want to. In another tutorial, we will learn how to set up an optional field. So here we are on our way, setting up a new borrower.